Hello team, welcome to your day 3 of 21 days of Pilates with Janet. Today we are focusing on the upper body and posture. So if you are just joining me, there is day 1 and day 2 available. Otherwise you can start with day 3 if you like to, as the first week is quite nice. First move is a push-up. So knees underneath the hips, my level 1s, and elbows bending to the side, hands creating a diamond shape just underneath sort of the chest area. Level 2s, you're going to move the knees back a little bit more, just because it makes a little bit more added weight into the arms to drop. Trying to drop that chest where the bend of the elbows are. Or some of you, once you start to get advanced, you can come all the way down to the ground. But as this is a beginners to intermediate series, you may start just doing a bit of bend is fine as you're warming up and building the strength of your arms. Eye gaze looking about a half a meter in front of you. Good. And then shake out the arms if you need to. We're coming flat onto the ground, starting to work on your postures and back muscles. Squeezing your glutes together and then elongating the arms. So just alternating which hand comes off the ground. Try not to shuffle your bodies. You're not leaning to one side in order to get the arms up. Your chest is firmly on the ground. Think about a nice long line from the shoulder all the way out to the fingertips. Fingertips pointed and squeeze to lift. Pulling that belly button into the spine there. Exhale to lift, inhale to drop down. Great work, guys. Just give a little bit of rest there in your shoulders. We're going to focus on the legs. So you're going to bring the hands underneath the chin. Hips stay on the ground and alternating which leg. Again, same with you did with the arms. Think about a nice long line from the hip bone all the way out to your toes. If you do find that when pointing your toes you get a little bit of calf cramp, feel free to have your toes flexed in a little bit towards the shin as opposed to pointed, nice and long. Either way is fine as long as the legs is activated all the way from the hip down to the foot. You're not lifting that hip bone off the ground. You are just trying to lift the foot to the knees to maybe 2/3 of the thighs off the ground. Upper body is relatively relaxed, but your belly button is still drawn in. Perfect. Give a little shuffle on the hips if you want to. Now we're going to try to do arms and legs together, but it's the opposite arm and leg to lift. So draw long through the body. As your right leg lifts, your left arm goes up, and then vice versa. So exhale to lift, inhale to drop. What I mean by pulling your belly button into the spine, there's a little bit of a sort of space underneath your belly button. Like if you had a blueberry, you could fit it underneath your belly and just hold it there, but without squishing it nice and strong. And then that keeps your stomach muscles pulled in tight to protect your lower back. So the lower back is protected by having a core that is stronger and having your glutes squeezing. These are 2 safe components for protecting that back. Good. Pulling back into that child's pose. All right, we're going to start on the upper body, a little bit more arms extended, and we're just going to do circles at the end of the fingers, pointing the fingers nice and long, keeping the hands just next door to your shoulders. So see how my head is turned forward though. If I turn my eyes to the left or to the right, I should see them in my peripheral vision. So seeing the hands and fingertips just beside me. So I'm not going too far back with my arms that are flaring out my chest. This is like a gradual little burning sensation that might come through the shoulders depending on if you've ever done this before. Sometimes you can add a bit of weight at the end of the hands as well, or hold on to two things and do the same movement to add that extra intensity. Good. All right, have a little release, little roll out through the shoulders. I believe there is only one more move, which is the arms going the other direction. And then we're going to have just a quick little stretch. So all day 1, 2, and 3 are quite fast. They're about 5 minutes or 6 minutes long. So if you want a bit more of a longer workout, feel free to conjoin them together. Good. Same rule of the positioning of the arms. The only difference is going backwards and forwards instead of forwards and backwards. Whether you started with one circular motion, it's fine. Because on the second round, you just do it the opposite way. Ten more seconds to go, and then we give those arms a little bit of a shake out, a quick stretch, and then you'll be on your way to enjoy the rest of the day, whether you're doing it in the morning, evening, afternoon. All right, shake out and roll out the shoulders, taking the right arm across the chest, eyes looking in the opposite direction. Pull that arm down and across, and then swap it to the other side. Link the hands, push it away, tuck the chin in around the back. Just pull out the upper back a little bit, and then press the hands, just counter so you're not rounding your shoulders all day long. And give yourself a clap. You are done. Day 3. I will see you on day 4. Bye, team.